Hello, and welcome to the Jones Media Center Innovation Studio. This studio comes with a wall designed for displaying projects and hosting classes, retractable sidewalls and curtains, and a green screen setup for video recording. In this video, we'll be demonstrating how to use the Gompter, a mobile teleprompter setup for video production. But before we get to the Gompter, we first need to discuss the green screen. To set up the green screen, pull the curtains around the end of the room so that there are no obvious wrinkles in the fabric. Next, let's turn our attention to the light panel to the right of the video wall. There are two panels. On the right-hand panel, press button 2, Green Screen and Subject. Two sets of lights will turn on, lighting the green screen and your subject. Next, turn off the overhead room lights by pressing the second button from the bottom of the left-hand panel. Perfect! Now that your lighting is all set, let's take a look at the Gompter itself. When moving the Gompter, first, make sure to support it with two hands to avoid tipping. Second, navigate carefully to avoid collision with the ceiling lights. Position the Gompter stand so that the leg with the red tape is positioned on or behind the green tape mark on the floor, farthest from the green screen. To turn the Gompter on, press the power button on the extension cord so the blue light around the power button is lit. On the top left of the video camera, flip the power switch from off forward to camera. Next, press and hold the power/input button on the teleprompter monitor to turn it on. You can toggle between camera and script views using this button, so the talent in front of the screen can see either themselves for framing or the script they prepared. The HDMI input channel, seen in the top right of the screen when switching inputs, will be the camera view, and the VGA input will be the iPad teleprompter view. For the best lighting conditions, the talent for your video should be at least 6 feet in front of the green screen, between the green tape marks on the floor. By standing in the center of the tape mark at this distance, the talent will be positioned in the best lighting for capture without getting any reflected green glow from the green screen. Now that your Gompter and talent are the right distance from the screen, let's frame them in the shot. First, flip out the LCD screen from the camera body to see what the camera will be capturing. If the camera is too high or low, squeeze the handle of the support grip and shift the camera height accordingly. Now, it's time to frame your talent based on your final project. As a rule of thumb, adjust the headroom to 1 to 2 inches to make sure the subject fills the frame. If working alone, you can control the camera view using the attached camera remote on the right-hand side of the Gompter. Simply change the view on the teleprompter to self-view, stand in place, and use the remote to zoom in or out on yourself. When you press the camcorder button on the bottom of the remote, a red light will turn on, indicating that your recording has started. Then, pressing the T button will zoom into tight framing, and the W button will zoom out to a wide framing. Pressing the record button again will turn off the red light and stop your recording. You may be thinking, but what about my script? JMC has a link to upload your script files quickly from anywhere. In the browser, enter dartgo.org/jmc-content. Then, upload your file to the Google Drive. Once uploaded to the folder, these files can be accessed on the Gompter iPad. Turn on the iPad with the power button, located on the left-hand side towards the top of the screen. Then, type in the passcode, 123456. To access your script, press the Google Drive app located on either the home screen or the dock. This will open the folder where you have just uploaded your script. Next, copy the entire script. To exit the Google Drive app, swipe up from the bottom of the screen. Now, tap on the Speakflow app icon located on the desktop or the dock. If a script is already open, tap the Scripts button in the top left corner to return to the home page. Once on the home page, you should see the header, Your Scripts. From here, tap the New Script button located in either the top left corner or in the Your Scripts page. Here, you can enter a title for your script to make it easy to find later, and tap twice and paste your script that you copied off the Google Drive. Once your script is in place, tap the Present button in the bottom left corner to bring up the teleprompter view. Now, there are several things to notice about this screen. In the top of the screen, There is a button Scripts to go back to the Your Scripts home screen, and a button in the top right corner labeled Edit. Tapping the Edit button will bring you back to the screen where you added your script and title, and allow you to make any changes to the text that you want. Between these two buttons, there is a horizontal bar with 2 red bars on it. This is the width of your text. We recommend keeping these in place and displaying only 3 to 4 words across the screen at a time. Otherwise, when your talent is reading the script, their eye movements will be noticeable and distracting. Along the bottom of the screen, there are a number of buttons as well, and we'll work our way through them from left to right. The bottom leftmost button is the play button. This will begin the movement of the script on the teleprompter screen. The button with 2 arrows in a circle to the right of the play button will bring you back to the top of your script. This can be helpful if you find you need to do another take. The next button, set in the middle of the bottom of the screen, changes the mode your teleprompter is set to. In flow mode, the teleprompter will listen for the speech of your talent and move ahead as it hears the script spoken. In auto mode, the teleprompter will move at a continuous speed. This can be adjusted to match the pace of your talent's speech using the double arrow buttons located just to the right of the mode button. The next set of buttons to the right of the mode button are the formatting buttons. The first button, a double-ended arrow with lines next to it, is the spacing button and will allow you to change the spacing between the lines. The next 2 buttons are the alignment buttons. The left-hand button will align the text on the left of the screen, while the right-hand button will center your text. We recommend leaving the text in the center alignment mode to keep eye movement to a minimum and your talent looking right into the camera. The next 3 buttons are for determining your font size. The left-hand A button will decrease the font size, while the right-hand button will increase it. To set the font to a particular size, tap the middle button and type in your preferred font size. The remaining buttons to the right before the gear button will not be used, as they are designed for recordings in Speakflow and without the use of the Gompter. While you may explore them, we will not cover them here. The remaining button on the bottom right corner, a gear, allows you to enter the preferences for the teleprompter app. Most importantly is the read line option. This is a red line across the teleprompter screen that determines the height at which the current line is at. This helps your talent keep track of which line they are on and avoid skipping lines or becoming lost. We recommend leaving the read line turned on and set to 3 in order to have your talent keep their eyes on the center of the camera while reading. Now it's time to test your recording. We recommend using the provided headphones to listen to the audio while the recording is in process. To begin your test, press the red Start and Stop button located on the right-hand side of the camera. Have your talent run through a few lines as they intend to, then press the Start-Stop button once more to stop the recording. To review your clip, flip the switch on the top left of the camera from Camera to Media, and use the toggle button on the back right of the camera to review your clip. If everything looks and sounds good, perfect. You can begin shooting your final product. If not, be sure to adjust the camera height or mic location and make a new test recording. Next, open the SD card slot on the side of the camera and remove the SD card. Plug the SD card into your laptop using either an SD slot built in or the USB card reader located on the Gompter. Then, return the SD card to the camera and replace the card reader on the Gompter. Then, turn off the camera using the switch on the top left of the camera, and press and hold the power/input button on the teleprompter for a few moments until the screen turns off. Finally, turn off the green screen and subject lights by pressing off on the right-hand panel. You can turn on the room lights using any of the top 4 buttons on the left-hand panel. Don't forget to stop by the JMC circulation desk and pick up your ID. And remember, if you want any special lighting, seating, or want to frame a larger number of talents in the shot, as always, please ask a staff member for assistance. Thank you for using the Innovation Studio at Jones Media Center.